Good day and welcome, peoples of the YouTubes, to my new update series, which is going to be RimWorld. Because Space-Based DF9, I've figured, alright, we'll leave that aside. Well, when version 1 comes out, I might actually play that properly for a bit. We'll see what they've actually left us with. Or I might, if the modding community takes it up, I might actually pick up some various mods and things and see how it's been improved since that first impressions. So I suppose we can call my update videos for September more sort of a first impressions of Space-Based DF9. This is going to be a more or less similar level of experience. First impressions style update video things of RimWorld version 7.5 at the moment we're up to. And yeah, this is the game we're going to play. It's a different style of Dwarf Fortress to how Space-Based was doing it. And we need to create a world for this. I've made a few created worlds just to test this out and get my head around how the game works in terms of mechanics. We're going to put a random seed of... Actually... Yeah, it should actually allow me to do something similar to that. So, Shadowhawk. Generate that seed. Let's see if it allows it first off, and if it doesn't, well, we'll do something else. Okay, so this is the world of Shadowhawk. And we're going to set ourselves up in a temperate area, I think. As you can see from the red dot, there are a few, there's a pirate band there, but there don't appear to be any other factions on this space at the moment, which is a little odd. We'll set ourselves somewhere a bit warmer than that, on the coast, perhaps? I've not tried being on a coast, so I don't know what the necessary hindrances are. 14 degrees Celsius. Let's go for a slightly warmer coast, you know. If we're going to be by the coast, we might as well have reasonable temperatures. So temperate forest, flat terrain, low amount of rain. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, we're only reviewing the world at the moment. Oh, whoops. New colony. We're going to be playing on Cassandra Classic. We'll be playing on Rough because it's a step up from what I've been playing it on, which is casual. And you know what? Rough. I should probably play this on Challenge, and I'm gonna. It's an update video, and I'm merely first impressioning this. I'm not planning on playing it seriously because I don't know enough to play it seriously. It is this world, and we found our little corner of where we want to be, around here-ish. There we go. We can go advanced now. We'll just select the site there. Right, so the first step of any colony is that we need to get our initial free, effectively crash landing folks. And what I want to do here is I want some very specialist people. I can randomize, which completely regenerates their skills, also their backgrounds, gives them random traits. If they can't do a skill, it comes up as incapable of. That basically means they have a 0 skill in it and can't do it. What we want from our first one is our resource producing person. We need mining, and we need whichever one actually governs. Is it growing that governs it? Which one of these is for chopping trees? Oh, well, we definitely want somebody who's reasonably good at mining at the very least. So here we actually have somebody else we will probably need at some stage. He's incapable of doing any research-based tasks, but other than that, he's got good other stats. 6 in cooking, good combat stats. He doesn't have a lot of massive learning power, but he can craft, he can do medicine, he can do cooking. He can be our gunner, I suppose. Something exciting getting hurt. Oh dear, that could be a problem later, but we'll see about him. So we got our effectively gunner there sorted out. We need somebody good at growing, because that is effectively our main source of income here. Just gonna flick through a few of these. No, dear God, though, this guy would be quite fun. Incapable of so many. Alcoholic trucker. Wild child, alcoholic trucker, brawler. It would be so fun to take this guy, and actually he's okay at mining, so we'd even have a job for him. Oh, sorry, dude. Alright, so social animal there, shooting and medicine. Nah. We need somebody at least half decent at... There we go. Okay. So, craft Crafts, construction, research is what we've mainly got from him. So we need a grower out of a third, so we're going to go for this side of things. We need good growth skill, so we will need food. That was actually a much better research skill. Somebody there was absolutely terrible. Medieval slave. Construction, growth. We already have somebody who constructs. There we go, that's better. Right, so he's grower, medicine. You're basically our cook. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out skill base here because we have... Big Red is the only inventor at the very least. We've got growth. I'm trying to make sure we don't have any gaps in skills here. I think artistic... Yeah, artist is what we got problems with here. So, we have Coxlan, who is our female human colonist 61, sickly child. Gives a huge boost to medicine and research, which is useful. Oh, darn it, we lost because he's a farmer, if we've lost research, otherwise that would be better. Darn, we can't adjust these though. Otherwise, she'd be really good actually as random person there. Mental break threshold is up and abrasive. So this is going to be a camp which is going to destroy itself in terms of social skills, I think. Still. I'm tempted to try and reroll you, but I think we'll leave it as that. Start. So generate the map. If we've lost something major, we'll learn about it soon enough. So, generating the map. It's probably going to be mostly set up in this first one, just the initial, maybe to the first night, and then we'll do proper timed sessions. I should really have done update videos before we've done this, but hurrah. I'll put this in the description if nothing else, if I remember to. So, update type things. There are really only two things I've got to update. First is that I'm doing this for my new update series. Huzzah, you probably gathered that. Second is I'm going to start a new weekend Let's Play. I've been recording a lot of it in bits and pieces through the last few weeks, so we're going to finally start uploading some of that series. And I'm going to have another live stream on this weekend, which will either be the continuation of Suikoden II or the continuation of the Council of Twitch, depending on whether I can find the CD or not, because I don't know where it is offhand. So, the freeze you escape crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. Places of a shattered starship fall around you. Start making plans to survive. Right, pause. First thing to note is the initial environment, because it's always nice to know what we're actually dealing with. So we have coast down there. Few random rock formations in the middle of them as well. You'll notice there are some sort of stone ruin structures. What's that? That's got to be plasticine. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I'm just now looking at what I can mine around. There's not a lot of it, so we're going to be short on metal, I think. There is some metal over here, thankfully. Yeah, we need to set up somewhere reasonably close to that. Next thing we're going to do is just reclaim all of the fallen items that are nearby the crash site. We won't pick up anything that's outside of this area for the moment. There are wild animals and things, and you don't really want to piss them off until you've got defences. This wouldn't be a bad place to start, actually, and it's next to a metal ore deposit thing. So what I could do, on the architect side of things, is just take over this stone building slightly. It would be okay for a central sort of hub, I guess, and then we could build rooms off of it. So we got most of the gathering sorted out there. We'll have to put a stockpile in first. So yeah, I think this is a reasonable place to start up, actually. Just see if there's anything else which would be a problem. Not really by the look of it. Plenty of grass, rough stone. Okay. So, first off we're going to zone some areas for us. We want a stockpile, which will be... I kind of want to put it inside the building, actually, but we'll leave that. So we have stockpile 1, which is our main stockpile for just random goods and things that we find. We'll need a dumping stockpile, which we'll put beside that, actually. And then we'll need a growing area, which is where we grow crops. We will need a way of converting those crops at some stage. So we'll just put a small one in there. Next up, we'll need to put some construction orders in. Now we can produce things out of a number of materials, but I like to build my initial buildings out of wood because there's plenty of it around, as you can see. So 2 doors and a small bit of wooden wall in there. Turns this into a full room, and they'll automatically put a roof over it. So we've got that area as a small sort of whatever we decide to do with this. I'm also going to sort of put the housing complex near it, but not on it. And actually, that's kind of thinking that I should probably change the growing position slightly. Yeah, delete that growing zone. Put the growth zone down here. Just delete that row of it. It's not going to be a very particularly large one. I'm going to actually enlarge it a little bit. There we go. So it's a bit small to be a initial kitchen style eatery, but you know what? It's got reasonable things around it. Can I actually put another wooden door in somewhere I've already got things? I can actually. So there'll be a wooden door that goes there. We don't have enough items currently because I haven't picked anything up. They haven't even landed yet. Such is my plotting and scheming here. Next, we'll need to set up a barracksy style area here. So nothing major. I just want that in. That all on the back. And there. We'll be able to fit in beds, and I'll be able to extend this downwards as we go. What we mainly want to happen is to sort of expand in a sort of odd square. I want to be able to just keep things around the outside because I'll need defendable positions. And obviously if I build too far out, we're going to have problems with that. Next thing I'm going to zone is some mining there because we will need metal. We'll need metal for power, there's nothing else. The other good thing about an indoor structure is that I can put batteries and things which can't really be outside there. So with all that done, I suppose we should actually start the timer. And reclaim the medical supplies and the weapons. Now before we do anything else, it's fairly useful for me to go and just go claim all that. Claim all that. So Big Red is not our gunner actually. So he can go and grab that pistol. Ilva is not our gunner either, but he's quite good at learning, so you can grab our other pistol. And somewhere you can equip the Lee Enfield. Okay. Carry on. Right, so need a room, need colonist beds. Those are the next things there. The other thing I will set up though is another order to start chopping down trees that are around our area. Just those initial 4 for now. And that one. No, that doesn't yield any woods apparently, so fine. Right, let's just speed time up and let them go and gather and build. So if I can get those rooms done first, that'll be the first sort of negative fort removal done. That's also why I've given them their own rooms, actually, at this initial stage, because I'm not 100% sure how wibbly they'll get. I haven't got to the stage where any of them are going to have massive amounts of negative forts, but there is a negative fort attached to sharing a room. So I'll give them their own ones. Also, I'm not sure I ever actually put in the doors, did I? Could build these out of metal, I know, but you know what? These are the initial colonists. We build out of what we have the most resources available. So Ilva's currently growing things. I think I can prioritize you to go... Yeah, so you can cut down trees, but we'll... In fact, you are cutting down trees. Huzzah. But we're also making potatoes, because potatoes are king. Nutrient paste dispenser. So this basically creates... oh, darn it, it does take up the entire room if we put it there. I suppose what I could do is sort of have that on the outside for now. I don't know whether this needs power. It might do. We'll put that there. Holds resources for use by machines like nutrient paste dispensers. We could do that, certainly. But we don't need it now. And a cook table on the inside. There. The other thing we'll need to do is just produce some a wooden table. Just working out the space at this point. That'll go there. And that I think will do for absolute basic amenities. The only thing, of course, will be a... We'll actually build the beds out of metal. We'll be nice and give them proper metallic beds like they were used to. Okay, so back on we go. So we'll go and construct as much as possible. We have one bed. hopefully they'll just carry on and do what they need to do here. We got some wood supplies built up. Okay, so overall, not a bad start. The next concern of ours, which we'll worry about next day, is probably power supplies. So, are there any steam geysers nearby, which is the only thing I didn't really check for. To be honest, it doesn't look like... there's one over there. It's a bit far away, but we could connect that if we needed to. Power is a bit awkward. There's a lot of stuff which needs a lot of power. And generally, the solar panels are efficient, at the very least. They're not going to be active when you don't need them. But you do need some form of power for the sentry guns, which are automated, and also, yeah, if they don't work at night, you're in trouble. So we might have to construct a building for the power plant batteries, if nothing else. Assuming we can sort of overclock the system a little. Anyway, as you can see now, we completed that room, so is that inside? It should be. It's brightly lit. Oh, they haven't put the doors in there, that's why. Big Red is still doing his thing. I've slowed down the speed, that's why. And Ilva's actually now doing a mining duty, which is good. That's going to give us additional metal supplies. We'll be able to actually start doing some things with those. So most notably, build these and also build our power supplies, because we need a lot of metal to make that work. Once we get some research facilities, we'll be able to actually set up and... oh, excellent, we've got all 3 beds in. Awesome. And there's some social stuff going on. Not a lot of it, of course, because we're still grabbing all of our stuff from everywhere we've landed. I'm actually a little annoyed that we haven't picked up all of that yet, but you know what. So we are missing construction materials. We don't have enough wood to finish things off. I should probably actually set Ilva to go and do that next time. But that will be next time, I suppose. So that's the end of day 1. Next time we'll go a bit further into actually building some more of this colony. And we shall certainly see how this goes. So, Shadowhawk 2012, I'll see you at the live stream tomorrow, hopefully. And I'll see you then.